How can you develop your intuition? It is something that we all know has value, right? Your intuition, what is it? Let's start with that. How do you find your intuition? How do you know if you're intuitive? How do you differentiate between your intuition and an insecurity? So, your intuition is really just yourself, your voice, your consciousness, your higher self, your wisdom. It's the heart of your wisdom, that little piece of you that just knows, always at any given moment knows. How do you develop a better relationship with it? Sometimes in life, we have gone through different situations, difficult scenarios, moments in which we wish we would have chosen differently or didn't listen and then got hurt, or a number of different things that can really damage your relationship with your intuition, that can make you believe that you can't hear your intuition or that you've somehow lost that connection to your intuition. But regardless of what has happened, your intuition is there at all times, whether you can hear it properly or whether it's a little bit obscured by other thoughts. So how do you develop this relationship with your intuition? Something that really helped me along my process was going back to those moments in which I felt the intuition and I ignored it. And in perspective, obviously, it was easier to realize that, going back and thinking, oh, man, when that happened, I knew, but I chose to do it anyway. Going back to those moments, forgiving myself for not listening. And also, more importantly, remembering what intuition felt like. Really going back to those moments and being like, okay, I know I ignored it, but what did it feel like? And then going through these moments and starting to really amend that relationship with the intuition, and also feel in my body, remind myself of what it felt like when it was speaking to me, recognizing it now as what it always was, right? Your intuition. And so going through that journey was very helpful for me. And then in terms of moving forward with your intuition, really, one of the ways that really helped for me was journaling, writing about how I felt, being able to have this relationship, this conversation with myself. In the end of the day, the way to really fine-tune your intuition is to fine-tune your connection to yourself, to your higher self, to your consciousness. One way of doing it is also to develop this relationship with energy. Develop the relationship with the energy around you. Develop the ability to feel what energy feels like, because energy will speak to you very loudly if you're just willing to listen. That intuition is a feeling of energy. So the more you get used to feeling that energy, and then you start to learn how to differentiate between one feeling of energy and another feeling of energy, you start to really turn your intuition into just a natural part of you, into a very active role in your day-to-day.